back to the channel, everybody. This is Kodeations. Ladies and gentlemen, the official January 19th sneak peek patch notes have just landed in the game. We're going to jump in here, break down everything that you can expect in this next update. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Diving right in, ladies and gentlemen, so the very first important thing that they talk about here, and that's going to be right off the bat, the brand new game mode, it looks like, called Cookie Alliance. It says Cookie Alliance is a seasonal game mode where your goal is to mobilize a great cookie army to avert the monster threat. So basically kind of like a world boss, it sounds like. Clear world exploration, stage 1031 in the story mode. To unlock this, set up 5 teams of 5 cookies each, so 25 cookies total. Use alliance tickets to play in this mode, and the tickets will refill with time. Okay, so very similar to the Chaos Tower and also the Super Mayhem. And then it basically says your alliance tickets will not disappear with the end of the very first season, so whatever you have left over, just save them up for if the season comes back around a second time, and you will be able to use them later on. Maps, enemies, and rules might change with each following season of the Cookie Alliance. Legitimately, I was telling so many players via my live stream that I would love for them to have some sort of game mode that would shift and change game mechanics, whether they're going to be buffs or debuffs or, different things that you have to partake or, cater to every single season or every single time it comes back around or it resets, and they've brought it, guys, Cookie Alliance. The next thing talked about here is going to be battles, and it says each Cookie Alliance battle is divided into several chapters where you have to oppose oncoming waves of enemies. You will start playing with your first team and will continue fighting until your 5th team is defeated. It says the battles are automatic, but you can switch the team manually after a cooldown period. Okay, very, very interesting mechanic here. So it is going to be an auto battle. You don't get to control when the skills pop off, but it sounds like there's going to be like an intermission that then you have the ability to swap out teams or change up teams according to whatever is coming next. It says once you switch the teams, the new team will then take the place of the current team in the battle immediately. Once a team gets defeated, the next team will enter the battlefield and continue fighting on. You may pause and exit the battle and pick it up again where you left off. Ooh, I really like that one. It says, in Cookie Alliance, you will encounter special buffs, debuffs such as increased HP, decreased healing received, etc. And these effects might change in the following seasons. Very nice. Let's go. Next thing we've got is going to be Beacon of Valor. The Beacon of Valor is a special feature that grants special buffs in Cookie Alliance. There are 2 kinds of Beacons of Valor effects, which you can activate utilizing coins. Buff 1, the level of all cookies are upgraded to level 60 in the Cookie Alliance, and then all cookies of level 59 and lower will start with their base stats equal to those of level 60. And then Buff 2 is going to be Enter Blast Mode, which duration will depend on the number of your level 60 cookies. The number of cookies you actually have upgraded to level 60 will be taken into account. Upon your first play in Cookie Alliance, you will receive 7 days of Beacon of Valor activated through playing the tutorial. Make sure to activate the Beacon of Valor before using Alliance tickets to start a battle to enjoy its effects. And the Battle of Valor effect will remain as long as it is active regardless of the season. Next thing we got up here is going to be points and rewards. In Cookie Alliance, you will earn points depending on your wave progression, monsters defeated, and total playtime. The number of points earned will be reflected on your season score after the battle has concluded. Okay, so we've got a season reward. Very nice. After the end of the battle, you will be able to open a reward chest. The further you get, the greater the reward. Ooh, very similar to the Tropical Raid. Depending on your score at Cookie Alliance, you will enter the individual and guild ranking and will be eligible for rewards depending on your ranking and tier. Join a guild to have your personal score added to the guild score. Note that this score will be deducted from the guild's total score should you leave that guild. Once again, guys, another game mode where you are going to be wanting to make sure you are in a guild starting right now before the update drops. Get in a guild, guys. Do not waste it. You want to make sure you get that second bonus reward for the guild's overall ranking. Next up, we got some brand new guild content. It says in this update, the guild's feature will be greatly expanded. You will be able to visit the guild domain, the guild hall, and the guild museum. Ooh, let's go. Number 1, guild domain. Decorate your guild's domain together with your guildmates. Reach stage 3-6 in the story mode of world exploration to unlock the guild domain. Join or create a guild first, then enter the guild's domain from the guild screen. Each member of your guild will be able to set their favorite cookie to represent them in the guild domain. You may do so by tapping the change cookie button, and then it says in the guild domain, the members of your guild will be able to place the guild hall, the beacon of promise, and the guild museum to use all together. You may also decorate and expand the guild domain. To expand the domain, you will have to spend certain amount of resources. The maximum amount that can be spent per day is limited for each guildmate, and you will have to cooperate in order to expand the territory faster. Dude, I'm so pumped! Finally, we get a guild rework, man. Let's go! Each guildmate will earn activity points for helping expand the guild domain. Once a new title is unlocked, all members of the guild will receive a reward in their mailboxes. The Sugar Gnome's help is not required for expanding the domain or placing decorations. That's good to know. Check out the new set of notifications options related to the guild domain and settings, and then it basically tells you exactly where to do that. And then the second one we've got here, that's going to be the domain decoration. Basically, you can purchase guild decorations in the guild shop to decorate your guild's domain. All members of the guild can purchase guild decorations. However, to actually decorate can be performed by members who have a designated guild keeper's role, it sounds like. Initially, only the guild leader will have permission to decorate the domain. The guild leader and officers can select a domain keeper among the individual members. It says decorations purchased by the guild member will be stored in the guild storage that can be accessed by tapping the layout and then the storage option. And then it says if the domain keeper leaves the guild, the permission will then be returned back to the guild leader. Decorations purchased in the guild shop can be used only in the guild domain and not be sold. You can purchase landmarks similar to those that can be installed in your kingdom. However, these landmarks will provide no additional effects when installed in your guild domain. It's purely cosmetic, basically, is what that it's saying. We've got a guild hall. Tap the guild hall building or the guild hall button to enter the guild hall. In the guild hall, you can access and edit the information about your guild and its members. Your cookies will be seated at the guild hall table, and their place will be dependent on the number of your activity points. Let's go! Dude, it sounds awesome! Number 4, we've got the Beacon of Promise. Your guild's legendary beacon will now be called the Beacon of Promise and placed in front of your guild hall. Tap the guild promise to check in and level up on your guild. Let's go, dude. Very nice. Number 5 is going to be the guild museum. Tap the guild museum building or the guild museum button to enter the building. The guild museum consists of several halls: halls of magic, halls of nature, hall of history, each of the halls consisting of several galleries. More galleries will be added in the future updates. You can obtain relics to donate to the museum and place in the empty spots of the respective galleries. Once you have filled a gallery with relics, all members of the guild will receive a special relic set buff. Place a legendary relic to receive an effect specific to that relic, and then the relics can be upgraded for more powerful sets. After a relic is donated, all similar relics will be counted towards its level upgrade meter. The number of the additional relics required for future upgrades varies depending on the relic's rarity and current level. Okay, so very interesting. So kind of sort of like a buffs or like a bond system, but built into the guild, where it's going to be based on relics and donating relics, and relics can have different levels and, you know, basically rarities. So very interesting here. The next part is going to be obtaining and donating relics. Relics can be obtained from the reward chest in Cookie Alliance and from the Rainbow Shell Gallery. Relics are divided into the following rarities: common, rare, epic, and legendary. It says defeating higher difficulties and waves of foes in the Cookie Alliance game mode will increase your chances to gain a rare type of relic. Remain in your personal storage until you donate them to the guild museum. Donating to the guild museum will transfer ownership of the relic to your guild, and then donated relics will not disappear from the museum's gallery. If the donator is either kicked out from or leaves the guild, it does not matter. Your relic is still going to be remaining there because you did donate it to that guild. Other changes: the maximum level of guilds is going to be increased from 50 to 70, and a member cannot be kicked out of a guild within the first 24 hours of joining that said guild. You can check your guild's ranking in guild battles and Cookie Alliance in the guild ranking. Tap a guild to check its details. In the details, you will then be able to see the guild's basic information, the list of its members, the list of its relics, and the effects, and you will also be able to visit the guild's domain. Finally, man, we officially get some insight on other people's guilds, dude. You can load into their guilds, check out what they're working with, what buffs they've got. Just all around a very, very good update. Now, officially diving into the very first brand brand new cookie we've got, that's going to be an epic cookie, and it's going to be Enclair. Enclair cookie is a support cookie who utilizes the skill Book of History. Skill description: with all of the knowledge and research accumulated over the years, analyzes and identifies the opponent's weakness. Cast weakness debuff to 3 enemies with the highest attack. Targets cookies first, and then it says amplifying the damage they receive and deals damage on top of it. If the enemy is defeated while under the weakness debuff, all allies gain an HP shield. And then it says Enclair cookie's weakness debuff duration is refreshed by its further stacks. 1 stack duration is 10 seconds. 2 stacks will be extended by 8 seconds. Ooh, baby, we got another brand new support cookie, man. Let's go. A brand new support cookie, dude. She's going to be providing a weakness debuff to 3 enemies of the highest attack. And then not only that, she's also going to be doing damage with that additional attack. And then at the end of the day, if those cookies happen to die, then she applies an HP shield to your entire allies, dude. Let's go. The next cookie we've got brand new again is gonna be an epic cookie. This one's gonna be called T-Knight Cookie. T-Knight Cookie is a charge cookie who uses the skill Commander's Wrath. It says the skill description is inflicts damage to the nearest enemy, targets cookies first, and leads the battle on, providing a buff for his allies. There are several kinds of available buffs. Each kind is applied to the cookie meeting that required conditions. And it says whenever an allied cookie is defeated, the Wrath of Commander effect is triggered. Wrath of the Commander cannot be dispelled and stacks up to 4 times. At maximum stacks, T-Knight Cookie will become resistant to interrupting effects. Okay, so very interesting here on T-Knight. They don't really give us a whole lot of information. Just to quote it, it says there are several kinds of available buffs. Each kind is applied to the cookie, meeting the required conditions. So I'm not exactly sure. They don't really break down each one of the buffs, because if there's a multiple buffs, they don't really say exactly what that is, but they do say that it cannot be dispelled, and not only that, it stacks up to 4 times. So again, very, very cool here. Next up, we've got the brand new treasure. We've got a new treasure has been added to the guild gacha. Yes! Finally, epic Insignia of Indomitable Knights. And it says the spirit of the Indomitable restores some HP of all remaining cookies whenever an ally cookie falls. If the last surviving cookie is about to be defeated, the cookie will become invincible for a few seconds before the cookie falls. And then it says probability for the second epic treasure obtainable in the guild gacha is going to be at 1%, just like the standard one for the monocle is at 1%. Dude, finally we get a update to the guild gacha system. It looks like we're getting that brand new treasure. The brand new treasure is going to basically give healing to all of your remaining cookies when a cookie dies. And then not only that, when the last cookie is remaining before that cookie dies, it's basically going to become invincible for so many seconds. It could be absolutely broken in the guild battle, dude. Absolutely. Next up we've got, and that's going to be the brand new Sugar Gnome technologies. As always, I expected them to drop some more technologies. The Sugar Gnome laboratory can now be leveled up to level 10 with 4 new technologies added. We've got the Alliance tickets maximum number, Alliance cookies attack bonus, defense bonus, and then HP bonus. Again, all for the Alliance Cookies game mode. Very, very nice. We've got Cotton Cookie Soul Stones now officially added into the mileage shop. We've got buildings and decorations. We got 10 new decors, including the new decoration theme, Blade and Magic, which I'm assuming is going to be that war theme. And then as far as cookies go, here we've got a new feature that has been added to Cream Puff Cookie's skill. There is now a chance for Cream Puff Cookie to cast her spell with great success, inflicting increased damage and more HP healed. The skill description says conjures a tornado of jellies over a large area, causing area damage. The might of the spell restores the party's HP. If the spell is conjured successfully, the spell will then cast with an increased skill damage and healing, and then the spell's success depends on the crit percent during the battle. While Cream Puff Cookie is utilizing her skill, she will briefly become resistant to interrupting effects, and as a result, Cream Puff Cookie has undergone some balance changes. Dude, Cream Puff getting a buff! Let's go! That is awesome, dude. Awesome, 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 man. Dude, okay, so basically it's going to be depending on her crit percent. So you want to make sure you're building and stacking up crit percent if you really, truly want to try out, you know, Cream Puff Cookie. Nevertheless, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, because I promise you, I will be having an update video on Cream Puff. We'll be maxing her out to level 60, max promoting her, doing everything so we can really test her true potential. potential. And then last but not least here, guys, we've officially got the stack size of certain items in the storage has been increased from 999 to 9,999. That's going to make a massive difference for people getting the max storage. We got topping pieces, chaos cake pieces, flame of unity, special cookie cutters, magic cookie cutters, treasure tickets, skill powders, and time jumpers. And then it basically says, with this update, the Rainbow Shell Gallery has been restocked with some new goodies and then added a new resolution setting. You can go to the menu, settings, game tab to find out the new options. And that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen, for today's video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Guys, we're going to cover anything and everything pertaining to the brand new update that's going to be dropping in just 2 days, man. So absolutely super excited. Get in here to the game, check it out for your very own, but because I'm telling you, there's a ton of stuff to read here. I tried covering everything. That's why the video is as long as it is. But nevertheless, guys, I will see you on the next one.